Hello and welcome to the Dank Dungeon. I am Matt, this is Brent, and we are here with our first Edge of Eternity's deck build stream. Today we're going to be building Infinite Guideline Station. Which
was us going live, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that's cool. Which Brent's probably going to be playing on one of the videos in a few weeks. Perhaps not exactly the way that we make it on stream. It's kind of like a rough draft that we end up with, and we'll need to go kind of from there.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with this thing?
I want to do some fun creature stuff, but also fun artifact stuff. We're going to kind of bounce between the two and see where we end up.
Bounce, you say?
Yeah.
Is that something we're going to be doing?
That too.
Okay.
Yep.
We're going to be doing bounce too. Well, blink. So we talked about this a little bit ahead of time, and kind of the idea is that if we can blink our commander, we can make a bunch of robots. At some point, we can attack for cards. That's the thing it does, gets cards. Cards are pretty good. I don't know if you played Magic the Gathering before, but
card advantage is the thing.
Drawing cards is neat, and then maybe we'll win the game.
Maybe.
Yeah. I do have a vested interest to make this deck bad because I'm going to be playing against it, but I'm going to try my best not to let the intrusive thoughts in.
That's why it's a rough draft.
Yeah, that too. So let's start with how are we looking to blink?
I mean, Displacer Kitten, one of the best blink spells that exist, especially whenever we're playing artifacts.
I've heard of this Displacer Kitten, yeah. Are we thinking teleportation circle?
Oh yes. Specifically, not gonna play Conjurer's Closet though.
Yeah, because that doesn't hit.
Yeah, if he's not a creature, it does not do anything. It artifacts. So that one does not do.
Okay. Let's just do a quick search. Look up artifact first, and we'll see about permanent after that. 56 isn't too.
Willow's not horrible. So I can do it on my opponent's turns too, because it's not a sorcery speed thing, so I can get
Sure.
multiple blinks in as long as I have mana.
The 3 mana activation is kind of a little annoying to bring up, but
Yeah.
it's not bad. Put it in for now. Cold storage, no. Not cold storage.
Here we be forcing escape protocol.
Well, yes. Do we want one-shot effects, ghostly flickers and stuff?
I think there's enough in general blink effects that I'm not too worried about one shots.
Okay.
Playing Ghostly Flicker just makes me want to add combo card with it, and I kind of want to avoid that.
Do that. Mimic Bat's not really that. No, it's not. This is a cheaper one-shot, but I guess if we're avoiding one-shots, probably filter the permanents. Touch the Spirit Realm's not a bad one, but
I feel like it was missing an Eldrazi. Oh, that's just those creatures too.
yeah.
Yep.
Eldrazi Displacer's only creatures. Missed the column.
Oh.
Aminatu.
Namatu.
Aminatu is nice because it is a multicolored card and it does things other than just pretty cool. We Bragoin.
Brago's pretty cool.
Brago could be
Funny thing, if I hit him on 4 and then hit my commander on 5 and then with him, I just blink my commander, get more stuff. Like, it's pretty good.
We probably don't need to do a lot of effects like we mentioned before. Boom Shrieker is not a blink effect, but it is multicolored. Think about it.
Yeah. Meadow Vanisher.
Meadow Vanisher. Select one target non-land, non-token permanent, return that card to the bit. Okay.
because I can do it every turn with my commander. Don't have to
Sure
tap with it.
can. Seems pretty decent. Is not really where we're at. Skybind if we were heavy on enchantments, but I assume we're not really going to be looking to do that. Someday I'm going to make another Skybind deck. Spencer's okay.
Step. Yeah. Not the worst.
Going for lethal, and if for whatever reason you get up to ultimate.
Yeah, it does kind of go into multiple categories here that we're trying to aim for. Yeah.
Put that in for now. It is 5 mana, so maybe we'll go. Yorion, let's compare. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe we won't companion Yorion this time.
Did think about companioning Jenga.
Gigantha?
Giganta. But I think there were some cards I wanted to add. Oh, well. Card that I want to use against, or card against him is already breaks the rule, so.
Oh, well, which of those is better, though?
That's true.
Honestly speaking.
Yeah, we can think about the
Oh, yeah.
partner.
I just kind of skipped over Felia, but you're probably right on that. Felia is pretty decent. You gotta attack with it, but like we're going to be probably doing some amount of that anyway.
Yeah.
Making robots and all that. Well, the Venser, because you can make Felia unblockable and then blink the Venser to reset its loyalty. Perfect.
True.
Okay. So we have a bunch of ways to blink our commander, which will give us a bunch of robots if we have multicolored permanents in play. Right now we have 5
All but 2
of those.
All but 3.
Yeah. And everything's in Esper, which is very interesting.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah.
We said the word blink.
We did do that. You're not wrong. We are going to need to be able to cast this commander in some way. How do you want to do that?
I mean, there's some good creatures that tap for mana, but as well, probably do some artifacts as well. A little mix of both. That way, I'm not susceptible to a certain kind of white. Besides farewell, so probably things like Deathrite Shaman and such. Favorable Elder, Bloom Tender, even though it's not specifically 2-color, but it's still just real good.
Yeah, your commander is all 5 colors and it actually has those as part of its color.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. Alright. You mentioned artifacts. I assume we're going to put Soul Ring in the deck.
Yeah.
It doesn't cast your commander, but...
I'm playing a lot of 4 and 5 drops already.
Yeah, Felbar Stone seems pretty good, though.
Yep, Felowar, Arcane, Signet.
I
I mean, it is the 5-color deck. Chromatic Lantern's not always the worst thing in the world.
suppose.
3 mana ones aren't always the best, but 5-color fixing is a
Premium, yeah, that's fair. Really like Chromatic Lantern, but it's probably...
my fetches later.
That's true. It does turn them into things.
Speaking of things that turn things into things, the ley line.
Yeah. So one card that we kind of wanted to include. Leyline of the Guild Pact is a very interesting card. If it's in your opening hand, you get to start with it in play, but we're not going to really count on that. The more important thing is each non-land permanent you control is all colors, which is really neat, because that means that anything we have in play, be it Bloom Tender or Displacer Kitten or whatever, makes us a robot when Infinite Guideline Station comes into play, which is pretty neat. It also happens to fix our mana if we can get to the point where we can cast it. Due to the color requirements of it, it kind of implies that we want to be kind of green, and based on us playing dorks, there's that as well. So I think that we're probably going to be focus band.
Yeah.
Mostly.
That makes sense.
Green, blue, white, and then splash the other colors as needed.
Yeah, I think red is going to be our very low.
Well, that tends to be the case in 5-color decks, I think. But yeah. Okay. Given that we have all of that,
Just some good multicolor permanents.
sure.
Take a look at.
Let's get some good multicolor permanents. Let's just look at all of them that cost 2 or less, I guess.
Yeah, let's start with the cheaper.
What is the syntax for? Yeah. Where's my- Thinking. Really get better at prideful queries. Yeah, it looks like
Right?
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is permanent.
Be fair, man. I think you're the only one that knows in our group at least all of this stuff.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The Scryfall official Discord has a channel dedicated to playing golf, where basically you try to figure out, like, they give you some subset of cards, and you have to try to figure out how to query for that using the least letters, which is pretty neat.
I can tell you Corbin doesn't use it because I don't think jank is a search word. So
That's fair. Can't really find Jank by name.
yeah.
Okay. Agatha the Vile Cauldron is really interesting, but also probably not what
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think it's.
the Johnny multi-on back.
But we'd have to flip it for it to count.
Okay. Maybe, maybe not. The fact that you get to beam people with it is pretty neat. I don't know. The card's powerful. We can think about it. I've played Angelic Shield in decks before. It's not very good, but it is a multicolored permanent that counts as a unsummon. We need it really badly. This one could be kind of interesting. Whenever a non-token.
Here goes that.
Yep. Um, this does trigger off all the robots.
It does if I'm going combat route.
If you're
It does.
going aggro-y,
It's just like a almost like a finisher.
what I'm considering for
Yeah.
now.
I think that's
Is at least worth thinking about.
yeah. I'm not too 100% worried about card draw. There's just other better card draw, but
In 5-color?
no way.
No way.
Almost like the whole world, all of our hands.
Every Magic the Gathering card. The Seem Even Shock is actually pretty deep. Only when you cast historic spells, but you do get draw a card. And I don't
Yeah. I'm gonna be casting.
know, a number of legendary creatures maybe. Put it in for now. We can cut it later if it ends up not working out. Lander token.
Are pretty cool.
That is fun. I don't know that either
Yeah.
of those are really what we're looking to do though. Black Market Tycoon is sweet and also probably bad.
Yeah, it sounds painful.
I had it in deck period, and I don't think I ever got it to like actually play for long enough to use it. It's cool. Harvester is like a decent card. Cube. Good. Burning 3 Emissary, just power things out.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm a storm deck now.
You're an aggro deck. Does get big. I don't think that's good enough though.
No,
Doesn't
we're
really-
more of a wide thing.
Yeah. So something that you may notice is that we're not putting this card in our deck, even though it looks like it works really well with the things that we are doing, because it doesn't contribute to the things that we are doing. I feel like something that people do a lot when they build decks is, oh, this card works really well with what I'm doing, and then it doesn't actually. This is Cindervine's pretty good.
It is a pretty good card.
It's just a disenchant, and it randomly kills people sometimes.
Also, just eats a piece of removal from them
Yeah.
most of the time.
And it sits in play until you already use it.
Yeah.
That seems cool. It's like Boiling Oracle.
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah.
basically does Baleful Strix, but slightly different.
We could give all of our robots flying.
And continue. Yeah, we could play Course Knight, which, you know, they misprinted
Yeah.
in the set.
Another one that would be big, but also why.
Yeah.
I mean, that would move around a lot, so like it does become a threat, but
A lot of slivers.
you want to just go into Slither?
Yeah. Ooh, oh, no, wait. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we do. Fortunately, you've been bested by your past self.
She makes. Look at
It makes robots. Oh, not though.
Volvia Gordon technically. No, they're just white.
Yeah, if they were multicolor, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
decent, because you can tap it to create your commander
Mm-hmm.
or station. Sorry. And then you can tap the token as well.
Partially crew your command.
Yeah.
Crew with a bank, basically, is what stationary.
Begin the process of crew.
Yeah.
Become a crew member. Something.
I'm crewing.
Fiend Artist is pretty neat.
It does let me tutor up other creatures.
Yeah.
There is
And
that.
it can turn your robots into better creatures.
It does do that.
Okay. If we end up with any equipment, this is fine, but right now. No.
Yeah.
Gaddock Teague prevents you from casting your commander. I think that's probably a bad thing to put in the deck. Let me.
Yes, things that make tokens is definitely on our.
On our to-do list,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually made a query for all the things that make tokens, but I think copy it down. Too lazy to rewrite it. Oh, it's pretty easy to do. I might do that in a minute. Hey, you could play another commander that you already played.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goldforge Toptrix is not
No, it is
the worst.
No, it does give like 2 extra to a lot of my
Yeah.
things. It could
Including your
be.
commander.
Could be maybe. Considering board.
I'll put it in considering. I want to put this in a deck for a while.
I
but
do like the
just
card. Yeah.
haven't been able to justify it. Grist is multicolored on the back, but I don't know that we're going to be doing any of that.
Yeah.
You could play Hashiton.
I don't really have a way to. I want to go to max hand size from drawing all the cards.
There you go. Just assume that you're going to overdraw.
Yep.
Or counterspell on a creature. Or that would be really cool if your commander was already a creature and you decided to station it.
Yeah, but I mean, you could station it after it's already a creature.
You can. But then this doesn't do anything. Well, if you play with Self-Side, it doesn't do anything until that point. And also, since you can only station as a sorcery.
Yeah. Stationing as a sorcery. I mean, they do everything as a sorcery now.
Yeah, they're no fun. Hydroid Graces.
Halfway decent expel, but I think we can. Ooh, Insidious Roots.
Insidious Roots is pretty neat, yeah. It does make all of your stuff do the thing. Whenever creature cards leave your graveyard. I don't know that we're going to be doing a lot of that, but The other part's pretty good.
If I want to, Desert Right Shaman.
Deathbright Shaman does do it. You're not wrong.
If I don't need the mana.
Yeah, we might even lean into it at some point if we want to. I will usually put Valra Stronghold in my decks, but 5 color is maybe stretching that a little.
Ooh.
I can't see anything. They're all sideways.
Invasion of the New. Second from the left.
Invasion of New Phyrexia. When Invasion of New Phyrexia enters, and there's text on it. Create X22 Knights. Sure. Yeah. And if you ever flip it over, it's the fairy.
There's never been a absolutely dog crap fairy, so they're always halfway decent.
Oh, this one's not very good, but I guess it draws cards.
It still does draw cards. Salutes.
Salutes. Yeah, sure. Why not?
If I feel like punching it instead of my opponents.
Yeah. Every cast a multicolor spell, scribe 1, then if it was all colors, create a 4/4 white angel.
Yeah. That would make it a little better, but it's not. I don't think it's. Plus, we're not running that many all color until Leyline's out. It's kind of.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of rough. The scribe one isn't enough by itself.
No. Okay, too.
Judge's Familiar is sweet. It's not very good, but it is sweet. Depending on how many humans we have, Cathilda's not bad.
Yeah, that could be in the maybe board because it would be.
Kennen?
Yeah. Depends how many.
We want a Kiora's follower?
I think we want a Kiora's follower.
Sure.
Play into a lot of cards.
Just a skimmer, if we do end up leaning into lose your graveyard stuff, that could be good, but I don't know why. I don't know that we're headed in that direction.
I don't think we are either.
The Insidious Roots.
We could play the Kudo, just never turn my commander on.
Yeah, it does turn all of your robots into tutus. I know. I really like this card, and I want to build a deck. Lavinia is a stacks piece.
It is a stacks piece.
I don't know if that's a very good stacks piece.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. We're not exactly playing CDH here.
Yeah,
so.
with us only having 3 game changers, it's not like there's guardianships running around everywhere either. So.
Yeah.
But I like Likeness Looter, but not really.
Otho. That's a good card.
That's a good card.
Value engine.
Yeah, and if we're going to be trying to do blink stuff with Displacer, getting 2 spells will be pretty trivial, hopefully. Moloch is actually not a bad card. It's 2 mana enters fights, but you can pay more into it to fight bigger. So it just like picks up a mana dork in the early game, and later on it's pretty decent.
Multicolor removal that stays on the board. I'll take it.
Okay. And if you do access 5 upgrade, you can draw a card.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Crazy.
That was a legacy card for like a month. Well, which is neat.
Merfolk Mistbinder. Let's just jam Merfolk.
Yeah. Change of plans. We're playing Merfolk now. Mendicant would be cool. Which exiles would only exist. By exiles, I mean blanks. Important thing. Yes. I also think this card is cool, but I haven't gotten. Tippin's an interesting one. It's basically a Mother of Runes, except that it is multicolored. You too.
Yeah, that's not a good protection card. Another target creature.
Yeah.
So once I turn my commander onto a creature and somebody tries killing it before I can attack, lets me
Yep.
Feel like, nah, no instance, my dude.
Or it protects your favorite elders from
Yeah.
removal. Very funny to me that the two Pippins are definitely different colors.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they're banned in some formats.
It's broken.
It's broken.
Broken.
Good.
God, there's a lot of.
Yeah, these are only the 2-drop jealous too.
Yeah.
Priest of Felrites is also not a bad card, but
Again, we're not on graveyard shenanigans.
not yet.
Pride Mage. Artifact and enchantment removal.
Solid Pride Mage is basically another Send Divines, so that'll work.
Also makes my commander an 8/16 when it attacks. Alone.
Doing it. That is one way to do it, yeah. I did basically I did something similar to that. I'll show you my query in a minute. Once we're done trudging our way through all these multicolored things. But I'll check that out and we'll see. Razorbill Hunter. Good. You could make more robots
Yeah.
for 6 mana at a time. Rise of the Hobgoblins makes multicolored things.
Yes. And it works with the blink.
Blink, because it's not an X spell. I don't know if it's very good, like if the payoff's really there, but it could be.
Yeah.
You never know.
I don't know if I'm on Safi.
Probably not. It does do some cool. Alright, so just use hexproof and indestructible, protection, shroud, and warden.
Yeah. Gonna be playing a lot of station type stuff, so.
Only this counted all counters.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could ramp your station and
That
thing.
card would have spiked by now. Like,
yeah, probably. I don't know.
Since you can station over cost, like.
Sure, we're in green.
Go back up a little bit. Soul Diviner isn't the worst.
Yeah, it just kind of taps to draw a card, I guess.
Yeah.
You can play Oaka with that too if you want.
Yeah.
Does OG combo make sense as a stacks piece? Combo's not really a stacks. Say, it doesn't actually prevent your opponents from doing things. It just makes them. Well, unless they're at a low life total, I guess, which he helps get them there. But if you're not really putting pressure on your opponents,
Also, Soul Diviner is really good if you come across a saga that's like pristine. Or no, I don't know if it gets enchantments.
artifact, creature, land, or planeswalker. You can do it from Urza Saga.
Could do it from Urza Saga.
Or one of the summons from Final Fantasy. They are creatures.
They are creatures.
Sten's pretty cool. I don't know that we want to do that per se, though.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on how bad we want to go into, like, Stormlines, but I don't think. Enchantments, Sterling Grove would be kind of neat, but
I think our count's at like 2.
it's a little bit more than that. We played Sega River Cutthroat. People were talking about that in Discord.
They
the other
were.
day.
It is a merfolk.
We could flip our tomato. Territorial copy gets big and it loots. That's a card in Modern that they put in domain stuff. We could play Thopter Sword.
They thought for sword.
Only the tokens were multicolored.
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
The Ratio is just a good mana sink if I have it. I gotta figure I'm gonna be using my mana every turn. I don't know.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Well, there's one of Brent's favorite cards that
Hey, times
salivating for times Steve.
I mean,
We're gonna put that in. It turns your robots into things that matter, and if you can blink with enough multicolored stuff in play, and you do it every turn, then guess what?
teleportation circle just gets there.
Yeah.
Grace of Abundance is not a horrible ramp. And there is a land that I plan on putting in that I would like to keep.
Yeah, I guess it's fine.
There are 2 lands actually that I'd really like to keep.
2 even. Play. I also want to play this card at some point. He's... Final Fantasy had a lot of really cool cards.
Yeah.
Dibble.
I think Shuster's is a decent card. But put it in the baby board.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need it. I don't know how much. We've had some counterspell wars on the channel, but I don't know if this set's really going to be
about that.
Yeah.
I will say that my deck does not have a ton in it, but not 0. I don't know if Corbin's playing it.
My so far plan is no man.
Voice of Resurgence used to be $30 or something. Really good in Modern.
Now it's bulk.
It does give you a bunch of multicolored tokens, though. If your opponents cast spells during your turn.
Does. Yeah. Or just incentivize them not to do stuff on my turn.
Probably more likely, yeah.
That's still fine. Like, I think that's not the worst.
Okay, we'll put it in for now. I imagine that it's going to get the cut later, but it's like, okay. Wheel of Sun and Moon is a very funny card. I don't think it's really what we're doing, though.
No.
Why Reliquary lets you turn your robots into lands?
Does let me turn my robots into lands.
Specifically lands that you like.
Yes, that is. Oh, yeah, let's add that because that's not just basic land type. That is.
Yep, any land,
Mm-hmm.
any. Card's pretty sweet. It's seeing a lot of legacy play these days. Can you guess what format I play apart from this one?
Standard.
Yeah, there we go. Brent and 6 is something that picks up fetch lands and eventually does stupid things if you do.
Yeah. We'll put on the baby board.
Okay.
It's an interesting card.
Yes. I think this good.
We got through all the multicolored 2-drops.
2 or less.
2 or less.
Includes 1-drops. All right.
And 0-drops because it had Azam, bada.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
33. Group by... Well, let's group by color first just to see. We got 24 multicolor. That's a good start. It's about a quarter of the deck, and we're
Only
not...
4 colored and 4 colorless.
So far. Good start. Let's go by mana value. See how bad that is.
2-drops.
We did just add a bunch of 2-drops.
We did just go hard at 2.
So that's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
So I don't have all of these things tagged, but we'll probably start tagging things. We actually got a decent amount of ramp to start, which is good. I like that.
They're all pretty good.
Yeah.
Ironically, it's not considering ramp harder. That's where it's you put 3-drops in. I forget about that.
Yeah. Because if you're counting on it for just like explosive amounts of mana,
sure,
going over the top and all that, ramp harder. Because you can't count on it for the first few turns, but it is pretty neat later.
For me, I think about what my commander costs, and it playing the ramp on curve. Does that let me ramp into my commander? Usually,
Sure.
building around my commander.
Well, when you copy this deck, you can tag them however you want because these tags are all going to go away.
Yeah.
When I add you as a author, we're going to make a tag for blinks.
I gotta start creating tags. Don't have any.
Tags are pretty sweet.
Also, like autofill things like lands.
Yeah.
Gotten around to that. I still manually do everything.
Speaking of,
Yep.
all 10 fetches. We'll start with all 10 shocks. I don't know if they're all going in there. Surveil lands, I'm not going to put all 10 of them in because we are definitely not playing all
No,
those.
probably the Bant ones, as we talked about. We'll see where the mana curve is later, but or the
Yeah.
mana.
I think probably like 2 Surveil lands and then like a Triome
Yeah,
or something.
Bant Triumph.
Probably not the Bat one even. Probably like Grixis or something. Whatever our primary color is in the 2 off colors. So that you can
Oh,
fetch things a little easier.
basically
Get
kind of
domain.
fetching a command tower.
Yeah.
For mana.
Speaking of domain, this card is not multicolor, but Alien Binding is pretty good.
It is a really good card, and it should be 1 mana most of the time of the deck.
Okay, stack some of these. Change tags. This is
Since we added most of the lands already, we had a few ones that I for sure want.
yeah. Name them.
Mistvale Village. I want to make my thing uncounterable. Mist Village?
Rise.
Mist Rise.
Yeah. Remember what it was called?
I can't remember the name of the new cradle.
Planet. It's this one.
Yeah.
The green one. You want any other planets?
Kind of like, yeah, I could do the artifact one because they are artifact creatures, but I feel like I'm going harder on creatures right now than we are going to artifacts because there's more multicolor creatures. Yeah, I get to make a copy of something and make it legendary.
Like a thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah, so
This one makes more robots.
yeah, by sacrificing a land.
Yeah, but
I feel like we got better ways to make lands.
probably true.
We are a 5-color deck with command tower.
I mean, we are a more than one color deck, so command tower.
Yeah. It's gonna be more with command tower, mana confluence.
A little rainbow supplement.
Yeah, that
includes those
Mana
and
confluence
exotic
and-
orchard.
yep.
Starting town if you want. No. Okay. Forbidden orchard.
Forbidden Orchard would be fine. I don't care if they have a blocker.
Okay. Links. I am surprised that you're not a Crystal. Tokens. Okay. Yeah, let me go back in time. See, we could tag those if you want. I feel like generally speaking, you can
Yeah, you'll see
leave
it.
some things untagged if you
Yeah.
want to. As long as you know what they're there for, it's probably fine.
Speaking of win cons,
Ooh,
Hollow Fountain. Or no, that's land.
that's the land. Halo.
Halo. God, I'm bad today.
Because Halo Fountain, you see, if it loads, not only lets you turn your
Card draw.
card draw, not only lets you turn your robots into cards or win the game, but it also makes multicolored tokens. Neat.
That's all three things I wanted to do.
Okay, I'm going to grab this regular expression from chat and we will see.
It gives us what we want.
It gives us what we want. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't
Show us the money.
right to me.
This is a card called Rickroll. Or was it just a Rickroll?
Oh, Scryfall is upset. Okay, we've done it.
Okay.
211. This looks like the start of it, yeah. Let's not to tax it even more, but the border or sort. I think it's sort. I think it's equal. Done that.
Like, I was still thinking.
Yeah. Sorry, Scryfall, you do not get to rest.
Technical difficulties.
You're doing the search. Okay, I'm gonna remove that clause. Okay, we're back to. Oh no, it was ready, and then I killed it. Scryfall, working on it.
Search all. Enter. Like, give us everything.
Slowly. I can hit enter again if I'm patient. Messed up.
Good.
Please don't. I'll come back to that later, I guess. Yeah, we'll try it again later. Give it some time to rest, I suppose.
Speaking of bracket 3
Oh.
and game changers, and a card that I don't really think should be a game changer, but it is. Aurora Shards.
Aura shards.
Aurora Shards.
There it is. It is multicolored and it will destroy me if you ever get it
It
in
is
play.
really funny, yeah.
I'm gonna go add a bunch of enchantment room. We can play up to 3 of these. Are there any others you want? Do you want a crop rotation for your thing? Do you want the Flexo Swat, Cyclonic Rift?
I think Demonic Tutor just lets me like choose what I need in the moment, so I kind of like that.
Fair enough. Maybe
I
not.
don't know if I need to go that hard.
It would be good in the deck. What? Ocean Thieves. Where? Southern Tithe does things. The One Ring is just cards of magic.
Yeah, I mean, card draw's never.
Would make all of your dorks set for blue.
Also lets my commander tap for blue if it's not doing anything.
That's true. It does do that.
Sure. Go there for now.
Okay. We might kill it later, but
Yeah.
for now, Urza's making the cut. I think after Corbin didn't find Urza for 2 weeks, we have to play Urza every week until we get bored of that.
Speaking of doing
Basic
Corbin
one.
things better than Corbin,
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
attempting to do Corbin things better than Corbin.
Okay.
I think playing the Great Aurora would be funny. It might get cut if we decide to go the other route, but
So for those of you uninitiated, the Great Aurora is a card that reads, each player shuffles all the cards from their hand and all permanents they own in their library and draws that many cards. The player may put any number of blank cards from the hand on the battlefield, exile the Great Aurora. So the way that you break this card is one of two ways. One, it doesn't say graveyard, so if you have a bunch of stuff in your graveyard, good for you, you get to keep it. But the main way to do it is you get a bunch of permanents into play. And then if you have a lot more permanents than everyone else, like let's say you're making a bunch of robot tokens, for instance, you then get a lot more permanents than everyone else. You get to draw more cards than everyone else. You get to put more lands into play because you've drawn more cards, and you get to continue your turn. And your mana pool doesn't empty if for some reason you have more than 9 mana when you cast it. Corbin usually uses it as a storm card. We're going to use it a little bit more fair, but also in a way that just kind of probably ruins everyone else's life. They don't also have a bunch of permanents in play, which, if we're doing the thing, making robots, we should have more permanents in play.
Corbin has a 99% win ratio when that card resolves.
Alleged. Self-proclaimed.
I know of a loss that I caused with Calinex. That's about it. I happened to expansion explosion for like 15 cards in my hand. I was able to counter everything he did with his turn. Speaking of things that let me do the Great Aurora, but also work well synergy-wise, Xenagos.
Xenagos, yeah.
Other decently good planeswalkers.
Xenagos, specifically
The Reveler.
Xenagos the Revelator is a card that makes tokens that are multicolored, which is pretty neat. But more importantly, it makes a bunch of mana. I'm gonna update as well. Ramparter. So the reason I named it Ramparter specifically is that then it's next to Ramp. Alphabetical.
That's fair. That makes sense. It's right underneath it.
Yeah.
Here's my ramp. Here's my Ramparter.
Yes. So like card draw and card engine are also next to each other. Apart from the fact that those are the best things to name them. And why these are interaction, artifact, and interaction enchantment instead of artifact removal and enchantment.
Speaking of artifact and enchantment removal, Pest Infestation.
Pest Infesto. Yeah, that's another thing that makes the things.
Not a multicolor spell, but it makes multicolored things.
Pest Infest.
Try again.
I'm going to try part of it. We're going to make it a little less complex. That's not do. Someday I'm going to figure out how things work. Things that say color and color. Hopefully it will behave.
Well, isn't that going to give us like? Isn't it just going to give us everything that's two colors?
No, because it says color and color, not is color and color. Like in the text box.
Oh,
Red and white, blue and green.
Got it.
Unfortunately, Scryfall doesn't like that one much better. As new Tarkir Siege is good here. Yes, actually. There are a couple of them that are probably pretty decent, actually.
Simic one lets me play lands.
Simic one does let you play lands from your graveyard. If we were on that, I think Ren and 6 would be slightly better, but we could do both if you want.
Yeah.
The red white No, red, blue one lets you draw cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. I definitely messed up. I don't know what the difference between E and I. I should know that one because, like, how things are pronounced.
Lige.
Ish.
And Rifle's just angry at us.
Rifle is upset with us for sure.
You mean an error occurred. What error though? No results found for siege. Is it because it's looking for siege in the name?
Should be. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, but I don't think they have siege in their name.
Yeah. Or it's Rifle.
What do?
Yeah, Frost of Siege.
They're right next to each other.
Yeah, Frost of Siege lets you draw cards when you do combat damage to things. Also, I guess you could do the other one about Trample and Haste, but that seems less good. Haste is actually not too bad because you can use Displacer Kitten to blink favor while they're done. So
Yeah.
that mode's actually not the worst.
Yeah, it doesn't have. Yeah, I mean, it does have. Or if I just need that extra +1/+0 too to get there, like,
Yeah.
it's not the worst to eliminate somebody. Like,
Trample and things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think both Frost Cliff Siege, and the Glacier would, and then adding Brennan 6 in makes sense.
Sure.
But having 10 fetches is, if I just get one of them in my graveyard, all those just let me play land drops every turn.
Yeah. Yeah, none of the rest of them do anything good for this deck. The question is, will Moxfield behave? Oh, they're right the third time. These two. I have a W6. Cool thing about running 6 as well. That if you're playing, let's say, Beseiju and Otawara, which I assume you are.
Yeah.
It also lets you rebuy those.
There's that. Let's put them right back in my hand.
Okay. Now that Scryfall's working, do we want to try to box
The token one again? Yeah, try the token thing again.
Okay.
$13 times the charm.
I'll do it over here. We can just look over here. Unless this, like, actually crashes. I know why it would. Yeah, easy. Easy.
Regular Mox fails.
Paper to cut.
Not catch on that.
My life is a series of mistakes.
We're giving you less cards to look at. Oh, no. Literally far forward.
What? Search. Doing it again.
Go back to the basics.
Well, that's thinking. Or maybe it will never come thinking. So we have kind of a start here. We're almost done with our lands. I assume, well, like I said, we're gonna put in some number of surveil lands. It looks
Like we said, we're banned.
looks like green and white, and then probably green blue.
Yeah.
Maybe. We do have more green lands than we do white lands, and they are currently equal. But I suspect we'll be adding more green cards as we go. So that is Edge Maze and almost just the porticos. And then probably Zeator's Proving Grounds to get the other ones as a forest.
Yeah. I just type in Proving Grounds because I can never remember how to spell that. Proving Ground?
Might be ground. Yeah, Zeator's Proving Ground. I'm actually kind of surprised there isn't a card just called. So that's 32 lands. We could play Reflecting Pool, but we're not really all that high on multi colors or multi-single colors. I don't know that that's necessary. We are notably 1, 2. Actually, I don't think you can play Landline with the guild pack.
Yes, correct.
So there's enough
that
things.
already kind of ruins.
Yeah. There's some stuff. Oh, well, we tried. It would be really cool to have Gigant the person. But anyway, 32 lands. How many lands are we looking to play? Do we want to use math or do you want to just like feel it out?
Feel it.
Okay.
Most of my 5-color decks are like 34 to 36 with 10 to 12 pieces of ramp. 5-color decks are strange in my opinion.
Sorry. Our commander's 5 mana, so we'll probably go towards the upper end of that.
Yeah.
So like 4 more lands. Do we want a basic forest or no?
Nah.
Fine.
Bracket 3, technically.
Yeah.
That all falls against
no mass land destruction for sure.
Which Blood Moon of them falls underneath.
Mana
denial. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You just are not.
Fightfall.com. I will go to advanced search, but it's just again. Maybe it'll work this time. So 4 more lands. We could do additional color fixing. We could do utility lands. Could do like Anjo or something. We could do some of the
Dryfall, please.
blitz, Sink into Stupor or Decay Restoration or whatever.
Yeah.
Witch Enchanter. Witch Enchanter is probably a good.
Witch Enchanter is good, especially with the blink effects. Not horrible. White's not one of our favorite colors, but
It is kind of.
oh yeah, that's right. No, it is one of the 3.
Bant
right.
is one of the
That's right.
the top dudes.
So yeah, that's not the worst. And yeah, with the blink effects, it's feel good.
Assume we don't want any like Bogger Bogs or anything because all those are.
I would like to
off
pick
the
the
way.
fetchable types too, because I feel like we don't have enough fetchable types to the amount of if I'm reoccurring my fetch lands.
Sure. So, right now,
Well, we're at 10, 11, 12, 13.
by subtype and find out. Theory. 7 forests, 5 plains, 5 mountains, 5 swamps, 5 islands.
Yeah, because it should be the 10 shocks, 2 and then 1. So there's not to do that. Anything else with land type. 10 fetches with 13 land types. I'd like to add a few more land types in there.
Sure, we can do that. We can either add more triomes or surveil lands, or no, probably not Mystic Sanctuary. Let's look up all the forests. Because we're not going to play the like Lorwyn one or anything. Duels, just add duels.
Yeah, OG duels.
Basically any of these comes in play tap lands are worse than like these.
More surveil lands.
And these don't really do anything because we don't have basics.
Yeah.
We've already got all the Murmuring Bosk is technically a forest as well. Weird one out. We could play some of the cycle ones. They're good with Ren and 6 specifically, I guess, although the Triumph is as well.
Yeah.
Sapseed Forest. The other things in that line are all.
Yeah, so I guess some more triumphs.
Okay.
Specifically forests that have one of our bad colors.
Okay, so like blue-green red and a green, white, black or something.
Yeah, so the Mardu one and the
Yeah.
or no, not Mardu. Sorry, because green's in there. Green, black. That's the Asband.
Yeah. We could do those. We could also flop white and blue so that it's what's it? Green, blue, black. It doesn't matter. We'll get some of the triumphs.
Yeah, I think one of each.
Probably.
One of each of the bad colors is a good way to.
Alpha Triumph is black, and the other one I mentioned is
America colors.
No.
Green.
Steamer colors.
Oh, Ketria.
That's right. Yeah.
Wandering Minstrel.
Wandering Minstrel is good with all of those things specifically, and it is a multicolored permanent.
It is it?
Yeah, it's blue-green.
It is blue-green. For some reason, I thought it was just green. It's not the worst. Like,
yeah, it doesn't really.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get. We're probably not gonna play towns to do the town thing, but it does let my.
It lets your robots enter untapped.
Does let them enter untapped too. That actually, that's. I forget that it's because I'll be honest. When I actually started thinking about this, I was thinking of playing the turtle.
Sure, Archelos.
Because I can literally tap him at will, too. So like.
It's only lands. Never mind. This one doesn't do that.
But then the turtle.
Turtle? Archelos?
Yeah. The turtle lets me, and then as long as I station him at my end step, then all my opponent's stuff enters tapped.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Let's do that. You can do that.
Yeah. Wondering if it's so another land effect for that.
Okay. Let's look at colors again just to see how many multicolored we have. 30? 30's okay. We got 20 more cards to add though. I don't think they're all going to be multicolored, but
You do need to add some interaction still.
yeah, probably. We have a lot of ways to kill enchantments.
Enchantments and artifacts will not stay on the field.
Yeah, that's too bad. I'm playing an artifact deck. Creatures, we are lacking. These are both conditional removal. We do, I guess, have Leyline Binding and Otawara as well, but let's try. No, because we already looked at everything that costs 2 or less. So.
We looked at 2 or less permanents.
That's true.
Yes, it's still.
So color equals multiply 3.
Yeah.
Then we can also play like, I don't know, Green Critic or something if you want to. I don't know that we want to.
Yeah,
though.
man.
A Replicate, that's a card that is pretty good.
That is a good removal piece.
Assassin's Trophy as well, where
Yep.
that is. Here. That is, he says.
Artifact mutation does not make me multicolored.
It's only green.
Oh.
Same with our
Plus-
mutation.
Plus, I already
the-
have a lot of.
Yep. I don't think we need that. Azorius Charm puts attacking or blocking creatures on top of their owner's library.
Oriole Possession, though, is not a bad card for getting some back to my hand. Instant and it's multicolor.
Yeah, okay. It's in the colors
Yeah.
that you care about. That seems fine.
Oriole Charm does let me have indestructible if I want. I don't know if it's really where I want to be, but
I've played.
I personally enjoy Active Denial. But
E-Spark?
E-Spark's a good card. Active Denial's always been a funny card to me.
We can play it if you want.
Yeah. Either removal or counter.
Demir Charm does technically kill things.
Doppelganger my commander 6 times. Dovin's Veto.
He does okay. Play Dovin's Veto.
On beam counter spells.
Red 4. It's both our splash colors.
Yeah. Draw unlock.
I know Luck's pretty.
Another counter / removal.
Final payment. We sacrifice a robot to kill a creature. That seems bad. Fractures. Probably not what we need because we already have artifacts and enchantments
We
covered
do.
more or less. Although Rip Apart is, well, we'll come into that later.
We'll rip into that.
Bugari Charm is like a little funny, but I don't think it's really what we're doing.
Yeah.
Ground Assault. Hull Breach, again, pretty decent card, but that is destroying the things that we can already destroy. Okay. Is it Charm's okay? Only kills small creatures, but it is a counter spell or a loot spell if you need it.
Yeah. We need to be about that. Do enjoy being on team. No.
Lightning Helix. Not the right format. Although we are playing well. Maybe we're not. It's in there for now. It is one of our few creature removals. While that's loading, I'm going to tax Scryfall some more. Oh, did we get it?
That's got the one with all the extra stuff in it, but
Oh, this one's fine.
yeah.
Oh, with those, yeah.
Yeah, the arena stuff.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Minesweep. Molten Collapse is also really good, but also in the colors we're really not. It's the better Dreadbore. Damage removal, not really. Permission denied is another Dovin's Veto, sorta.
It is. I don't know. We have a few counter spells. I don't know if we need much more. We more need. My counter spell is going to be focused primarily on either stopping somebody from just absolutely winning or protecting my stuff. Like it's.
You could use Rakdos Charm to have all your robots deal damage to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe Rakdos Charms me. I'm gonna have an issue. I like Repulsive Mutation, but it's not my commander's not a creature.
Yeah. There's Rip Apart. It does Probably never back and jam it
Yeah.
again, but you can also hit creatures with it. So
Yeah, that seems fine. Theme.
Oblivion is like the better version of that thing that we didn't put in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Fall asleep on me.
You know, it's a really good side, one-sided board wipe that's also multicolored.
Yes, I do. I'll put in Fire Coven.
Okay.
Unless you're talking about Sim.
No, no. Love me some Fire Covenant.
Fire Covenant's pretty decent. Need sweet and also, or not something we need because it's splash colors. Witherbloom Command is a fun card that is not very good in Command. Good in Legacy. Glare of Subdual would actually be kind of funny, yeah. Because it is multicolored specifically. I don't know that we'd play Opposition, even though Opposition's the better card, but we could play Glare of Subdual.
I don't know. Yeah. Let's maybe top my.
That's other people's stuff
Yeah.
if you want.
Yeah. I don't know if that's really.
What you're doing?
No.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I think it's a funny card. I think it's a good suggestion, but.
Fire Covenant. There it is. I'm not gonna read it because it's old. No. You can pay life and deal a bunch of damage to creatures, which is neat. Probably just beyond Swords to Plowshares.
A funny way to remove their commanders, but permanently. Oko. Also multicolored.
Oko is a strong card. Someone mentioned Grist earlier as not only a
Repeatable removal spell,
but also a way to
Yeah.
get multicolored tokens.
Grist is pretty good. Yeah.
Grist, the hungry boy. Or bug. They're waiting for us
They are.
in that other tab. I don't know that we're gonna get to page 2 very easily, but they are there. Doesn't even like Oko anymore. Crashing out. Grist, the hunger tide. Okay, are we playing Swords to Plowshares? We should probably play.
Rip cards underneath interaction planes. Oh, because it can deal damage to planeswalkers?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you say?
Are we playing Swords to Plowshares?
We need it at this point.
Okay.
I think the amount of creature removal is pretty high. Especially since I'm going to run into a lot of artifact creatures too, so.
Okay. Actually, hold on. I skipped over this before, but if it makes it, I think it's only a white.
Yeah.
Dang.
Damn. Yeah, otherwise it's making one pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's being a removal spell for the
Yep.
creatures. This makes a bunch of things every turn, but
It does, but it takes
it's
multiple
very
turns.
slow.
Yeah, I don't know. Our games don't usually take a lot of turns. Our turns take long, but we don't usually get to like. By the time I get to 5 mana, we're not going to go like 4 more turns past that. So
Yeah.
I'd rather just play Eladros, which does a lot.
Bellatrix Witherbloom does do a lot of things, yeah. It is 7 mana, but I guess we are on
Ramparter package.
Avendo.
Yeah.
Okay. This is kind of bad, but it is a way to interact with the graveyard, which you do not currently have.
True.
Well, no, you have to threat shot.
Yeah. I got permanent base one.
It does have summoning sickness. but
I
it's
think
still
Blow Out the
pretty good.
Sky is hilarious, but probably not where we want to be.
Agreed. Both counts.
There's the other version though. That's the prevents damage though.
Oh,
It makes
that
them.
one through?
Yeah, kind of funny too.
That makes
It does.
probably then. Maybe.
It's literally from the same set with its white and black.
Oh, then yeah, I don't know. We'll find it later.
Come across it.
Caesar. All the Skybreaker. Means 7 mana. Times. Citizen's Crowbar is also an interesting way to get artifact and gem removal that we don't need.
So one of Corbin's favorite pet cards.
Yeah, it's not a bad one. If you are in an equipment package, it's decent. The Valric Alliance makes blue and white knights, and it draws you cards. It does cost you cards to make the knights, but maybe
Turns
that's
any cards
fine.
into a knight. Yeah. It's not multicolor. I feel like we have a lot of card draw as it is, and a lot of token. There's other good token stuff.
Oh, please. Comes with a dork. Sack it for a mana.
True.
Dinosaurs on a spaceship. You can suspend it on turn 5.
Dragon Broodmother does allow me to do the same thing as
Veladros?
Veldros, but I can sacrifice my colorless guys to make them bigger,
That is true.
and they're flying.
I'd like to put that in.
Yeah.
Put that in.
Probably be the only two at that high of a mana cost, but
And they're both dragons, which we could play off of somehow. But probably won't. Dragonel's not the worst card. Like a 2-mana 2/2 is kind of bad, but if you play it after creature's died, you get to kind of get a card with it.
I played Dovescape after my commander's out.
If you play Dubscape, well, that'll be a fun game indeed. Someday we're gonna have Dubscape on the channel. One of 3 of us is gonna be playing it.
Somebody's eventually gonna jam this
Yeah.
card. We love it too much. We all talk about it on a regular basis.
This is another option for your high end, but I don't know better than the others.
Right. Break it again.
All right.
Hey.
Okay, that's neat.
Actually worked quite quickly. General.
Paris Roderick.
Here's our multicolor payoff.
Whenever you cast a multicolor spell, make a 4/4 white and red golem artifact creature.
Which is like
Okay.
a whole except for like 8 cards.
Yeah. The reason that we're playing all those multicolor spells instead of good removal. Kinda, maybe, sort of.
Also
one of the
themes.
reasons. Yeah. For themes. Grand Crescendo is another way to make your junk indestructible, and if you have a bunch of extra mana, you can
Does.
do the thing.
Not the worst.
Yes or no?
Yeah, it's probably better than just playing heroic intervention. Deck.
Doesn't give hexproof, but yeah, apart from that.
Yeah, unless somebody specifically swordsing my creature, like
This would be a good reason to run Glarus Duel, but
it would be. It does make blue and white.
yeah, but you're not doing the top part.
Yeah. No, yeah, no.
So
Yeah, those two
Ink
together.
Shield is the card.
Yeah, Ink Shield.
Damage that would be dealt to you this turn for each.
I don't know if anybody's swinging on me though. Like I'm already going to
Yeah.
be beefy compared to other people.
Also, it's 5. Man.
Yeah. But like could prevent it could make like 12.
Yeah.
For 5 mana.
I
Like,
sure could.
Jason gets uppity with his commander all of a sudden. Jared does make a
It does make
thing.
copy tokens that are all colors.
I don't know if 5 mana is what I need to do that for every turn though. For once a turn. Like I feel like the dragons are just better versions of it. putting +1 counters. I don't know if that's really where
the
I
bottom part's okay, but
Yeah.
you don't have that many things that are actually all 5 colors.
Yeah.
I've got also another creep card that you probably do not actually. It does make a spirit, and you can make it run second creature all in one card.
It does
3
also
mana.
get my opponent's graveyards.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe.
It also gains me life if I really need to for somebody.
Put in for now.
Oh.
What?
I'm surprised it didn't come across it. Oh, no, that's why I didn't come up with the search. The merfolk that makes more tokens. Doubles your tokens. And it's also multicolor. Add your Adrix, and Nev, like AD and NEV. Yeah. Also have built-in.
Board 2, one or more tokens would be created. Twice that many are created instead. Yeah. I guess it is. It does curve into your commander, I suppose. That's fine.
Plus, as a merfolk player, I feel like I already have another merfolk in there, but I need that.
Yeah, at least. For the tokens. These real quick. Also recursion of things. Did that one?
Interaction creature. Later.
Make your own.
I need to just send me a picture of them so I know what to make. Like,
sure, yeah. Creature and back to this junk. No. Okay. That's true. Afterlife does make all multicolor creatures, but too bad. Essex.
linking. Fill it. Bonus.
I don't know.
Blue, is that what we're talking
That
about?
one, the 6 mana one. Okay, that choose a creature other than it and create copies of tokens that are copies of it.
We're going to be doing that. I know it's multicolored, but I'd rather just play the 3 mana.
3 mana one, you do have to enchant something though.
Yeah.
It's you can make it so that when you blink stuff, you turn all of your robots you create into.
There is that, yeah.
Not that having a million displacer kittens does anything, because you can't target the same permanent with all of them.
No, but I could
do anything.
I could target other ETB
Sure.
things that I have. I mean,
we might want to make sure we have enough ETB things.
Urza ETBs technically.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, when we go through this, we got 6 things that we blink.
Does Displacer Kit let me get anything that's a non-land permanent, right?
Yeah.
So I can blink any of my planeswalkers, obviously.
Hmm.
So there's multiple of those. Yeah, let's
By type real quick. And
let's 6 planeswalkers.
yeah, blinking planeswalkers can be good, can be bad, kind of depends.
Yeah.
Looking at our creatures, Witch Enchanter obviously pretty good to blink. Moloch can be pretty good to blink. Just machine gun down some creatures.
Some of these things would be really good to blink if I have the haste enabler, like Soul Diviner and such. Like,
yeah,
we shouldn't plan on that though. Like, because Kira's power too, like, would be good with that.
Those are kind of all of those.
Yeah.
None of these. I mean, Halo Fountain untaps, I guess.
Yeah.
Soul Ring untaps, I guess.
The Rise
Rise is fine.
or Charge for Blinking.
It does make
Treachery.
everything else good.
Yeah.
To do that with, yeah. I don't really have like a...
Ironically, you could technically keep bouncing your Trace of Abundance to each land to make it tap for more.
Sure, it's like untapping a mana rock,
Yeah.
basically. I mean, you have more lands to hit with it.
Yeah.
Or you can use it to protect a land from removal.
Blinking Xenagos. Gross.
Blinking Xenagos so you can reuse it is pretty decent. Makes you a lot of mana. Alright, I guess so. I don't, how many of our blink things actually blink Xenagos? 1, 2. This one and this one you don't get to use. Well, this one you do get to use.
You can blink with Mistclaw. You just won't be able to use it again in that turn. But
yeah,
I guess.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Willow doesn't though.
A little hard to blink Xenagos.
We could play 3 mana to fairy.
Could play 3 mana to fairy. Does just draw cards.
Yeah.
Jamming it on its own without any blink effect feels, without specifically Displacer Kitten or Brago, feels bad.
Well,
I don't necessarily play enough. I guess I'm playing enough interaction. Instant speed. That's the problem. A lot of people jam that card and don't have the.
yeah, don't have anything to follow it up.
But it does also let me just, like, if I want to cast a Great Aurora that turn 2, if I want mana, like,
Sure.
it does let me do another of that. So it's just one of those cards I have to hold in my hand otherwise, like, unless I absolutely need it.
Yeah. I don't know how often we're going to get infinite mana with it or anything. I mean, we've got Kitten and Soul Ring, I guess. Nothing else really works with it, though.
No.
I
mean, if I have a Pace Enabler, there are things, but.
Although, if you do have Xenagros in play, you can blink basically anything, or you can bounce basically anything and blink Xenagos with it.
You need 2 blinks because you need to blink. So.
Oh yeah, never mind.
So if I have a copy of
yeah, if you have a non-legendary copy of, or if you have a copy of Displacer Kitten.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Doppelgang, but we're probably not doing that.
Magma Opus. Yeah. Let's see if it'll let us go to page 3.
Let's go to 2 really fast.
That's true.
That's too much. Try Fall Gods.
No. Does Jenny Faye make multicolored? I don't know if I spelled that.
I don't think you did either.
I don't think I did, and I don't think Ball has bonus.
I wonder if it's just not happy because
Maybe. I don't know how you spell it.
what's the thing?
Makes cats. One. No, they're only green. Okay. It replaces token creation with other token creation. If it made multicolored tokens, then it would be
Real good. Yeah.
pretty decent. But okay. Oh, page 3 of 4.
We're just trying to get value. This is one thing that makes 2, but we're not looking for that kind of value. Gymnastics,
Yeah,
lands.
does. I mean, it makes a bunch of them. But we are in the lots of mana range.
Yeah.
Merriment makes one per turn. Paradox Zone makes one per turn, and they get real big if you spend a long time. What?
I love playing Wide Celebration, but I don't think that either.
Proliferate's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, maybe not. Both our commander and all of our planeswalkers care about that.
Prosperous Partnership is kind of funny.
I do like that card,
It
actually.
lets me keep my guys as blockers and then turn them into treasure tokens later.
It makes 3 things, and then you can
Yeah.
start ramping out.
Also, I can blink it.
Also useful. Partnership. The elephant. Elephant makes dorks.
Raw, grappling wit.
Well, correcting it. Rabble rousing. How deep do we want to go?
I love me some rabble rousing. I think it's worth trying out.
Sure, it's your deck.
Yeah, I think rabble rousing is.
Rabble rousing.
Even take the hideaway off to the side. It's so good. Apple plan. Yeah. I mean, at that point, we're in green. We just play Seedborn Muse, right? Like.
Yeah, we can play Seedborn Muse or Drumbellower or whatever. And
Specifically really good with Abuelo.
Yeah. Paul is not happy today. Probably because I'm making it work on the weekend.
I feel like I'd have so much mana and not know what to do with it half the time unless I specifically had like Abuelo or something like.
Yeah, there aren't like a lot of things in the deck that really care about you having mana up.
Also, Seaborn just draws ire like nobody's business.
That too. Does kind of make people
see that card. Like, why is Aura Shards on the Game Changers but not Seaborn?
That I don't know.
Yay! More dragons.
You can play all the dragons you want. You can make it a dragon deck if you want to.
Does only do it once a turn.
Does only do it once a turn, and you got to give someone something.
Yeah.
If we needed more artifact and enchantment removal. Stimulus package is kind of funny with Prosperous Partnership a little bit.
It kind of is.
A little bit.
It's the opposite. It's literally like
yeah. You basically tap 2 tokens to make another token.
Yeah.
And then every time you do that twice, you get to make another treasure, which makes it a token.
Yeah, if I don't want them to be. I think that's worth adding for now and then thinking about it. Like it's okay.
You're not doing that much treasure stuff.
That's fair. You're right. Like it just specifically works well with that one card.
Yeah. Storm Chaser's Talent is a card that also does some things. It makes a 1/1 prowess creature, which is kind of whatever, but is multicolored. But then you can regrow a spell, and then you can make a bunch of 1/1 prowess creatures.
Then I can blink it to do it all over again.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem the worst.
It's tearing up standard. I don't know if it still is. I don't follow standard, but. Tatsunari makes 1 token, but you can do it a bunch of times.
Ironically, Locust God with my commander, if he attacks to draw a lot,
Yeah,
that makes a lot, but I don't know if that's
it
really.
does spiral out of control very quickly.
I feel like that's more win more at that point. Like
Maybe.
if I've already attacked and drawn 8 cards, then make 8 more tokens, I'm just like, okay, did I really need to
do that?
Yeah,
I don't know. Might be better than Dragon Brood Mother or whatever.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's technically better than Dragon Brood Mother. Yeah, fine with that change.
Look. And Dragon Brood Mother.
We have sorted as right now.
Some stuff. I'm gonna text so I can find things. That one's also
Triple red, yeah. That
notably.
one of our weaker colors, like.
Yeah. Whenever you cast a creature spell, make a dork. Training. How many creatures we got? 25.
The deck. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's a look at least. Might not make the cut, but
Like the sweet Dracula version as well. Yeah. Oh, there isn't one. I made up. Okay. Fine. Worm Harvest makes a bunch of dork.
War Rainrunner's funny, but it's not.
Okay. I'm going to assume that that's
Yeah,
for those.
we're 3 over right now.
I have all the things that we just added. This is play tokens, and it ranks harder. One is multiple tokens. This one, yeah. There.
Oh,
Ah,
Cutsy, the Grand Arbiter, that's 2 colors.
Kutzel?
Yeah, Cutsel. See what I want on my turn is pretty cool.
I don't know how to spell it. So I'm gonna do it like this. 3 mana cats. There can't be that many, right?
Technically, BK, you, flip it up.
That's cute.
Hey, you.
Did it Q?
Yeah,
I thought it was a Q. Probably why I can't spell it. There it is.
We forgot about the multicolor blink spell, Soul Hoarder. Permanent.
Sure. It does not blink your commander unless it is crude.
Correct.
But
But it is still better than
well, yes and no. Abuelo blinks your commander.
okay.
So let's once again look at our creatures and make sure that we have enough things that actually good.
Again, asking.
Once again asking you. Do we have any creatures that blink okay? Moloch. Enchanter. Where's that?
Maybe not Soul.
Maybe not.
Are there any creatures that I absolutely I want to get, like this Eldamri's Call?
Eldamri's Call is a pretty reasonable thing. I think having tutors in the deck will probably be generally beneficial. To make an Eldrazi's Call that finds colorless creatures or double colorless, and everyone can lose their minds. Funny to me specifically. Kids, yeah, right now we have like what, 4 tutors, something like that.
If you scroll over, bracket input should tell you.
Monarch, Fiend Artisan, Eldamri's Call. That's it.
Yeah, it's not counting the one that searches for the land that's a creature. That sacrifices a creature and find the land or whatever.
Why did it roll
Yeah.
quickly? And I guess that's true.
So there's 4.
I have attacked properly. First. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I do have that. Good job, me. Text on.
So we gotta make at least 5 cuts.
We do have to make it 5 cuts. Is
none of
there
them-
anything you want to add before we start doing?
None of them can be lands. Probably not. I think pretty good.
Okay.
Where are we at in ramp?
Where are we at in ramp? We have 9 pieces of ramp.
That's fine in my opinion.
These that includes chromatic lantern for what that's worth, but not any of these arcs. Which, if you include these in ramp, then these are also ramp.
Yeah, probably not. Because in today's fruits needs other things. Needs other things. Urza's just it's technically by itself.
By itself, it's just 1.
Yeah, no, that's for 4 mana. That's not really worth it. Favorable. There's like a half, in my opinion, because it doesn't get me to my commander. Like 3 mana into it on the next turn. If I don't have a land, it does just do it. And then like with Red N6 and the other one lets me play lands in my graveyard. Those are not really ramp, but like
Consistency.
yeah, consistency. So that also helps with the consistency of the count at least.
Okay.
So, and then after I get my commander out, though, white thing lets me sacrifice creatures to go get lands is pretty decent in there to get me up to the bigger things.
That is true. White of the Reliquary can kind of come to
Random,
add it to.
random ETBs have already done their thing. They can go away. Particular.
Rubits or whatever.
Soul Diviner might be on the cut list. I don't know if I need another.
Another one of those dorks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All it does is remove counters from your commander, basically. We got 4 to cut. Let's look at the untagged things first. If they don't directly fit into category, those are usually pretty suspect. Leyline still seems really good. Time Sieve wins us the game. I guess we do make a lot of tokens, so
We
this
do
is
make a
probably
lot of
fine.
tokens.
Are we thinking on this? This kind of a. You need lots of things to make this decent, or is this a
Because we only have
important part of the
we only have
plan?
like what 6-7 lands that enter untapped. Don't enter untapped. Have an option. And do I really need my creatures to enter untapped for my commander? Probably not. Does hurting my opponents help? I don't know if I'm too worried about hasty boys or people like Storming. Corbin does exist.
Corbin could be doing anything, yeah.
But Corbin would also find a way to tap it at my upkeep too. So
Probably. I don't know. Are those eventualities things that you are worried about?
I like the card, but yeah, I don't know. It's probably on the cut list. Move to the considering.
Considering,
If we're being proper, we just take Great Aurora out. But
okay. Someone has suggested Sisay. Let's look at all the things that are legendary. Let's see how Sisay we
that is
want to be.
true. If they does just tutor up.
Yeah, either Sisay, both Sisays,
Yeah.
potentially. I don't think there's anything that.
Is legendary subtype?
No, it's a super type. That's gonna be here. Okay.
Just might as well sort of my.
Well, we gotta look at mana value anyway. So let's do that, and we'll do visual grid to make it. We have a bunch of 2-drops. Not that that's bad. It is notable though. Okay, so things that Sisay can get. 1, 2, 3,
So technically,
4.
does it only grab multicolor, or does it grab anything legendary?
Legendary. MS value?
Yeah. 5.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Legendary lands.
21.
Oh, we get 21. And Beseiju too.
And
The
the
20.
stage is 22. So, yeah. One or both of the Sisei
But-
would be okay.
But they both tutor out legendaries, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's the same as like Eldon Recall at that point.
I mean, we don't have to run either, but
Yeah.
the format. Well, okay, so
Getting Xenagos is pretty cool.
1S Sisei. Okay, so original Sisei, original flavor Sisei. You get any legendary cards and it goes into your hand. It's much better with Beseiju and Otawara than the other one. But it does go to your hand. It is free to do. You do it every turn. You gotta tap it. 4 mana. New Sisei is going to be hard to get higher mana value things because you gotta pump her power, and that's not really something your deck does.
I guess I don't hate the first one. Like, it is multicolored. Does, put Beseiju and Otawara in my hand. It does put a lot of the 2-drop ones in my hand, and then I'm not spending 5 for a 2-drop.
Yeah.
Or getting Xenagos. That seems good.
Probably pretty decent. Yeah, I like other Sisei, but I don't think it's good in this deck. Like, if you happen to have Ren and 6 and Pippin in play, then, like, you can tutor up 5 drops or whatever, which is pretty neat, but at the time, we don't have. I mean, we do have Pippin.
They're in both.
Okay, we got a couple more cards. Let's get mana values. These are obviously all safe. Surprise Cutzel is very funny. Same with Surprise to Fairy. But your commander plus to say is just max buff. That's true, isn't it?
But again, I don't know if I'm just gonna have 5 mana free on a regular basis. Like, most of the things I'm gonna be tutoring up are less than 5 mana. Yeah, the surprise thing is cool.
I'll let you grab focus.
Does let me grab Lucas. Does let me grab Velcros.
That does not let you grab Village's last. I know it has 7 power, so you
Oh.
need 8.
Yeah.
You need to pump it somehow, which is not impossible. Crosscliff.
Yeah, I think just regular Captain Sisei is a little
Yeah.
more themeful for the
It's-
deck too.
Definitely defensible to put the other one in as well, but we can just go with the one.
Yeah. Ironically, with the Haste Enabler and Displacer Kitten, that one just grabbing like the Planeswalkers and stuff just lets me keep blinking Sisei and keep
Yeah,
casting what I want. Like,
the Planeswalkers specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the other ones are going to be creatures.
creatures, yeah.
but- Yeah. Okay, so we've got 104 cards. Land, get those.
Also, as a Paradox Engine lover,
Yeah.
just to say makes me happy inside. So
Same. Okay, Great Aurora shouldn't be in the deck, but I assume we're playing it.
no, I shouldn't.
It's up to you.
Let's take it out.
Okay.
I want it so bad, but it's just it's not the player I am. It's not my
It's not your playstyle.
no. I mean, I'd be
Okay.
moving out of my play style, and it would cause me to be bad.
Beldros is fine, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like exorbitantly over ramp when I'm trying to like do a lot of things in one turn. So like it's pretty cool.
Locust God, Leyland Binding is not really a 6-drop. If it is, then something has gone horribly wrong.
Right. I don't. What are we removal package though? I mean, it does remove anything, right? But
Yeah.
like, what do we have removal? Because like we have a lot of. You can never have enough removal.
We got 9 things that remove artifacts, 10 things that remove creatures, 8 for enchantments, 2 in the graveyard, 5 for generic permanents, which we could probably cut something from one or more of those packages.
Yeah.
Unless we probably don't need rip apart.
That's the creature.
No.
I guess I'd rather keep Leyline Binding over.
And 3-ish counter spells.
Yeah. But all 2 of the 3 also fight, like, or destroy.
Yeah. Anything artifact removal that we don't care about?
Okay. Or, what was the one that had 10? Was that creatures?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not anymore though.
Yeah.
So in terms of weakest ones, Solid Pride Mage is probably worse than Cinder Vines. Moloch is the worst of these, but these, well, or Decisive Denial, but that one's, you know,
Yeah.
versatile. Enchantment Removal is probably also Pride Mage. Permanence is Deep Spark for sure. That doesn't necessarily mean that any of those are bad. Like obviously Moloch and Pride Mage are in there.
Yeah.
Spark then?
Maybe D-Spark, because yeah, it's not permanent and does just hit like.
Yeah, Leyline Binding's better just as
Yes.
a card.
And,
And sometimes
with Leyline, the other Leyline out, the other Leyline turns on.
pretty sure. Is that all permanents or is it just permanents? Okay. Non permanents.
Yeah. The other one.
Alright, we need to make one more cut. Let's look at our
I think
token makers.
I think the one that's the one blue for 1.
Storm Chaser?
Yeah, like I don't know if I'm gonna be doing the thing to like pump it up really. I mean, yeah, I can blink it to make more tokens, but one, it's not multicolor itself.
Yeah, the token is.
Yeah, the token is, but then I don't know if I'm gonna be paying what is that 4 to do that, and then another 6.
The 6 is not really the point of the card,
Yeah.
I would say. But for the multicolored non-permanents, yes, it is this door. This one here.
Also thematic.
Yeah, also thematic. It would be a better deck with Source to Plowshares than
Any of the creature
other
removal.
creature
Yeah.
removal, but A, we want to turn this guy on, and B, it's cool, I guess. I don't know.
I love me a good theme.
Kaya's Guile is sort of weak, and it only makes 1 token.
Yeah.
This only makes the 1 token, and Teferi's not.
No, that makes multiple tokens. It's X.
Oh, yeah. It only does it once, I guess.
Yeah.
Voice of Resurgence requires your opponents to play stuff on your turn to do anything.
That's fair. That one does nothing on its own if they don't do anything.
Yeah, well, if it dies, you get a token, but yeah. I don't know. One of those.
Let's cut Guile. I don't think we're gonna come up against much graveyard shenanigans.
Sure. You can always add it again when
Yeah.
Corbin is like, hey guys, I'm playing Reanimator this week.
Yeah. Besides that, yeah.
Aragorn or 5-color Niv?
I mean, 5-color Nib does give us like a bunch of cards to look at, which is kind of cool. I mean, there are 2 5-color Nibs, but I'm thinking about the one
Yeah,
that ETBs.
probably the one that ETBs. It is another thing to blink. How many actual 2-color things do we have? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It tells you minus the land.
Well, multiple items. So 4, 8, and another 8 is 16, and another 8, 24, 3, 4, 28, 6 is 34.
Yeah, 34.
42, 45, 45. So about half the deck is something that Niv hits if you want to play Niv.
There is that. We did
And
build.
they are pretty evenly distributed. Like obviously there's a lot less Is it
Yeah.
Orzhov stuff, but like
There's a lot with that were 8.
There aren't any that are like 20.
Yeah.
You could play 5-color Niv. Oh, Bring to Light, speaking of.
I did think of that, but it does only cast instants and sorceries.
And creatures.
Oh, and creatures, I guess.
Yeah.
I forgot there's creatures.
That's the whole Niv to Light deck is based around casting Niv with Bring to Light.
That is fair. Oh, those both two seem like deep. Bring to Light isn't.
Yeah. Let's look at Erebor too, while we're thinking.
He doesn't make a multicolored thing when you cast.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Right.
good. 1/1 white, blue spells, red spells. Yeah, none of those really do. Like, the Scry is probably the best thing that you get out of it, and that matters. The green spell thing does work if you have Sisay, like needs
Yeah,
Sisay,
yeah.
but if we're decided against it, there are too many good cards.
Yeah. Bring to Light and the Nib are good. And again, comboing those two is hilarious, or synergizing those two is hilarious.
There are 5 drops, notably, but we don't have a lot of those.
Commander's 5-drop.
Sure. We've only got 3 cards that are more expensive than that, though.
Yeah, let's add them in figured out cuts because I really like those. I think having, puts us up to like 6 tutors now. But and if you count Niv as a really good card draw, like it's like almost
It's not the Living Guild Pact, right?
no, it's I don't think the is in its name. Yeah, it's just oh wait. Okay, I got it.
Reborn. It is a Reborn.
My Pioneer Budget League deck. We just rebuilt it, it's fine. If it's not budget.
Yeah, it's not budget, and it's not Pioneer, and also it's not your command.
Yeah.
It does crew the Guideline Station very well, though.
But and Bring to Light was in my deck for that. Yeah, Bring to Light already.
Okay. Are we okay? Let's go back to decks real quick. Grid real quick. Do we want a Wello? It is kind of expensive to use, is the thing.
I'd rather keep Braga over Will. Just playing like a lot of things. He also blinks Nivet Room.
Yes, that's true. It does do that. I mean, so does Willow, but guns. I don't know, real good, but it's all fun.
What we wanted to do.
Guns.
Yeah. Really good ramp. Like multiple things in a turn. I might end up with 1,000 mana and not anything to do.
Sure. All right. We were kind of on the fence about Teferi for reasons. Do we want Teferi?
With
Niv Misery Born.
and Niv is Reborn.
Scutzel's kind of mid because you're not really doing the card draw thing.
No, but I do like not having to worry about. Yeah.
Resurgence again.
Yeah, I think we're on voice resurgence or removing.
All right, we have a deck of cards. It's kind of late. We've been at this for a couple hours, so we're gonna pitch it once or twice, and then call it good, even if it's not. This only has one land, despite the ley line. That's sad. We could risk it for.
The land is all types.
We could risk it.
We just need
We
one
do
more
have a bunch
land.
of 2-drops.
We just need one more land to ramp too.
For science.
For science.
For science. Okay. Start with this in play. Turn 1, we draw a 2-drop. Play Otawara, and we're like, it's all land types. You can't be mad when I.
Never punished.
No, it is Shroud. Although
I
you
mean,
probably
yeah,
would.
because we might want the Otawara things later.
Yeah, not that we really avoid it. I don't know what we're doing from.
I don't know either, but it was funny.
Yeah, I guess this is probably good because if we can get any of our legendary stuff, we'll draw us a card.
Yeah.
And these two require creatures to stack, and Thundervines is okay too.
No, yeah. I mean, the Oriole possessions would have been real good if we would have gotten a fetch land. Like,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
we interact.
okay, we were officially punished, but it was
Yeah.
funny for science.
Yeah, never do that.
Yeah.
Okay. This one has 2 lands, which is more than one.
Piece of ramp.
That's a piece of ramp. It's the same piece of ramp.
None of those lands are.
At 3 mana, we can at least make a dork that we can then use to draw cards maybe later. Maybe.
Yeah, there is that.
A little bit of interaction.
You have interaction, card draw, Brago. Like if we oh, there we go.
Land. Some grounds. It's not like we got 1-drops anyway. More lands, even better. This whichever one kind of
Yep.
better. 4, I suppose. Brago.
Yep. Then if we don't draw another card, well, we have the witches, so we can do
Yeah.
that. And then we just commander.
If we play our commander, it will make 2 robots right now.
And then Brago
And
attack.
then 2 more robots.
Yeah.
That seems okay.
Yeah, 4 robots on turn 4 is pretty cool.
I think you have to play Ride of the Valkyries in this. Swing! Hit robots. I'm not going to click all of them into play. Maybe not any of them.
There.
That's a robot.
Yeah, that's our
Look at that robot.
4 count.
Turn. Here's a thing.
Oh, I told them I did bots.
Oh. We're getting a cameo. Isn't that cool?
Man broke into my house.
Yeah. Someone entered my house.
What is this?
Uninvited. Well, we know he's not
Who's
a
our
vampire.
commander?
The infinite.
Infinite
Oh,
Guideline
the
Station.
infinite jest. Okay.
We in the original draft, I did have
The Great Aurora.
the Great Aurora, but
Sure.
I was like, no, I'm not. That's not what I'm about.
So this turn we put in Rise to Hobgoblin and
Loaded 4 mana.
create 4 tokens. We'll attack with Brago. We'll blink Infinite Guideline Station, and we will make 4, 5, 6, 7 robots.
Total to 11 now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
Do one more, and then get out of here probably. This has
That
2
was
lands and
unplayable.
ramp. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's a black sword? Sure, fine. You got it.
What are you talking about? Even if it wasn't, we got Bloom Tendies.
Have I been reborn? No. But alright.
He was asking about Niv Mizzet before.
Oh, sure. Fair
You
enough.
weren't here. You wouldn't know.
It didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Wasn't here. It didn't happen.
Bloom Tendo. This comes in untapped because we have a forest.
I feel like even making 1 off of this right now, or no, with the ETB, it's an ETB, so you
Yeah, but we can't
oh
because we don't have the white.
shucks.
Can't do this one either. We can't do this one. We can't actually cast any of our cards except for Demonic Tutor. We should probably do that.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing.
The cool thing with Demonic Tutor, though, is that if we go and find that card, Storm Chaser's Talent,
Okay.
you can cast it, it makes a red and blue otter.
Now,
And now
sometimes
tap for 3, which we
Red,
can use to
blue,
cast
green.
Brent and 6.
Yeah.
Which doesn't recur anything, but later on, next turn maybe, we can regrow our Demonic Tutor.
There.
Yeah. That we're gonna cast this Thor because he's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or you do this. Or you can do this.
Yeah.
Leyline does.
Seem better before the commander.
Yeah.
Because it fixes
Corporate
your land
gathering.
base.
Though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nah! Not afraid of this deck.
Corbin doesn't even know what he's playing yet.
I kind of know what I'm playing. I'm trying to convince myself to play a real deck, though.
I look forward to it.
We might be looking for Urza in space. I don't know.
Urza. Am I playing Urza in my deck? I think I am. We could all be
I've
playing
heard of
Urza.
mine too, so yeah.
It would be very funny. Everyone except Jason. He can't play Urza because he's on red white. Anyway,
Oh no, I wouldn't be playing Urza.
we do this.
But that's fine.
We do this.
Just be looking for him.
Oh, you want to play colorless in space? Understood. Some road trips.
Getting kind of intense.
Yeah, we can do that. Alternatively, if we play Venser, we can blink Storm Chaser's Talent, make another dork. I don't know if that's super useful.
No,
though.
yeah, I think the
So
ley line.
probably ley line. We can either hold up Grand Crescendo or play this for no value. Probably play it for no value. Maybe. I don't know.
No, I think you keep up Crescendo. Yeah, I think people trying to get rid of your blue tender there or your ley line in that turn would be very
This doesn't protect my
No.
creatures.
blue tender still.
Also notably doesn't protect against plows,
Yeah,
Yeah.
bats.
This tap's for 5 now. Look at that. It's our commander. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So did you want to? No, it's not enough mana to cast any.
You just run Praetor's Grasp to take the Urza. But you're not on black, so like you can't.
Yeah, I don't know. Having a fetch land would be pretty good right now between the run and 6 and
Right.
Wager with Siege.
True.
But you know, maybe it was better to get Wooded Foothills or something than Storm Chaser's Talent, because it does actually let you cast run and 6. But I don't know. This lets us get back our Demonic Tutor. Then we can go find a Wooded Foothills.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if that's exactly what you're looking for, but you got time.
Yeah.
You can figure it out. And I think that means that is probably where we're going to leave it, just for time constraints. We could make this deck better forever, basically.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that.
Corbin's like make it better by choosing a different
Yeah,
commander.
No,
Corbin's
that's
like,
fine. I don't even know what that does.
fine.
It draws cards. It's
Sure.
one of the 3 things that I
They make
do.
robots. What did you do? It is Amanadu in the deck.
I'm not doing the deck.
Playing all your favorites. Anyway, that's going to be it for us. If you liked this deck build, we should be doing another one next week, and you can like, comment, subscribe if you're not. We have Patreon if you want to support the channel in financial ways or whatever. That's it.
Unless you hate our content, then don't do anything.
I mean, yeah, but if you're this far into the video and you don't like what we're doing, I don't know.
Masochism.
But anyway, we're done. Unless you got something.
Bye, y'all.
He knows you.
What?
He successfully plays Magic most of the time.
You can really ask for
That
it.
is the most Matt thing to say ever.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.